ABC investigation, the debt trap. More than 1,500 check advance places are in Ohio. Before you borrow, though, listen up. 13 ABC's Tony Geftis is live in West Toledo with what you need to know. Tony?
A lot of times, Diane, you'll notice these places are right next to each other. That's because you can take a loan out at one to pay off a loan at another. It's a cycle that some call a debt trap. The signs are flashy and seemingly around every corner.
My understanding is there are more of these than there are Wendy's and McDonald's put together.
Promises of fast cash through a payday loan.
They think I don't have to worry about it, I'll pay it the next payday.
It's enough to make some see dollar signs.
More people are having trouble paying their rent or paying their mortgage because they get caught up in payday lending.
And chances are it's happening or will happen to someone you know.
I couldn't get a loan because of my debt ratio income. My credit cards were maxed out. I didn't have any family or friends I could rely on. So I did what I had to do to survive.
Gail Myers turned to a payday loan as a quick fix. She took out an advance on her paycheck and borrowed $300 from a payday lender. 2 weeks later, Gail had to pay back $345. It's part of the deal. Gail planned on it. What Gail did not plan on was taking out another loan to cover the last one.
So now I'm in a cycle because I don't have this money in my budget. Turn around and borrow again and again and again.
And it's that cycle of debt groups such as the Equal Justice Foundation want to stop.
If they can't get their customers into that payday trap, they can't exist.
Paul Bellamy has researched payday lending in Ohio. His conclusions may not surprise you. The business model for payday lending is based on repeat customers. That means lenders want you to keep coming back and keep getting loans.
But the way payday works, you have to pay off the entire loan in 2 weeks.
With an average annual interest rate of 391%, a small loan can add up quick. Between that rate and the requirement of paying off the loan in full, you might wonder, how is this legal?
They came into Ohio and changed the law in 1995. It's just that simple.
And in 10 years, payday loan places have popped up all over Michigan and Ohio. According to the Equal Justice Foundation, in 1996, Lucas County had 6 payday lenders. A decade later, there were 67. And since January of this year, 4 new licenses have been issued. That's 4 more places to turn for the promise of fast cash. As more and more of these loan places pop up in Toledo, they're generating more and more attention here in Columbus from lawmakers.
Then I said, good night, Tom. That's unbelievable.
State Representative William Batchelder calls payday lending an attack on the capital system. As he puts it, the loans don't encourage growth, even though companies are upfront about the interest rates.
There are some people who say, wait a minute, these people knew what they were doing. They did it anyway, and now they have a problem. Why should we make that illegal? And I just happen to think it's outrageous to charge those kind of interest rates.
Batchelder is introducing legislation that would reduce the average from a 391 annual percentage rate to a 36 APR, a drastic reduction. But considering some credit unions offer cash advances at a 17, Batchelder says it's doable. The payday loan places may disagree.
Their people basically have indicated to me that they cannot meet 36%. That doesn't put them out of business.
CheckSmart calls that assertion right on the money. A company spokesperson tells 13 ABC a 36 annual percentage rate would put licensed payday lenders out of business in the state of Ohio. That would open up the floodgates of unregulated internet lenders. It's certainly not protecting consumers to have them go online and have them get loans from somebody in the Bahamas or somebody in Mexico. CheckSmart goes on to say the company employs 728 people in the state and estimates an industry-wide employment rate of 6,000 in Ohio. If the formula did put those lenders out of business, CheckSmart says it would also put thousands out of work.
I mean, if there's one thing that, I think we all see and that we need to deal with is that the payday lending business model is fundamentally flawed.
Bill Faith is the executive director of COHIO, the Coalition of Homelessness and Housing in Ohio. Faith says payday loans play into all levels of the economy, even boosting home foreclosures. How? Well, those drowning in debt may let their monthly mortgage payments slip. They might be paying off payday loans first.
It's kind of like indentured servitude.
Just ask Gail. After 2 years, she found herself $2,500 in debt, all from that original $300 loan.
And that was probably one of the hardest things that I had to do was get out of that cycle.
If Batchelder's bill becomes law, you may never find yourself trapped in the same type of debt. Bottom line, if you need cash, shop around. And if you plan to take out a payday loan, be ready to pay it back within 2 weeks, plus interest. Live in West Toledo, Tony Geftis, 13 ABC Action News.